of our state?
Well, the census will tell the tale, and it will be in relation to the rest of the country. I still think Ohio will continue to be significant. I believe we're the 7th largest state at this point in time. And even if we were to slip down one, I think that we would still be significant because of the great diversity of the people of our state, and we really represent a microcosm of the rest of the country. And in that sense, what Ohioans do and think tends to sometimes be a little bit ahead of the curve for the rest of the country, and as the country watches Ohio, they can kind of see what may be facing the rest of the nation soon after.
You weren't here in 2004, of course. You weren't Secretary of State.
I had a different kind of gavel then.
Things went a little differently here in 2004. It seems a little more orderly than I think it was a attempt to challenge to kind of hold the Electoral College in provisional status, so to speak. Things were pretty orderly today, right?
Order is good. Coming from a judicial background, my first order of business was to keep order in the court, and we really focused on a smooth, efficient process that voters could have confidence in. And I think with the hard work of Republican and Democratic election officials working together, we accomplished that.
What do you think when you think about the possibility of the lame duck session changing the rules on that golden weekend and election rules in general?
I think it's a very hasty move, and I think it's unfortunate that they would move ahead in spite of so much testimony that they've received and letters and emails of people saying, please just be deliberate, slow down, let's not create more problems for ourselves. I hope that they'll listen. It's never too late to listen, but we think that they're doing what they did previously. They're trying to correct lame duck activity and rush activity, and it just doesn't work when it comes to elections.
But you support some of the things that they're doing.
We think that it is a worthwhile thing to consider to have observers for early voting, but we do have to be very careful because there are privacy issues involved. Because generally, when it's happening at a board of elections, we're not looking at a poll list. The election worker is actually looking at information on a computer screen, which has a lot of private information that would not be available to an observer on election day. So all of this must be done with care because we want a transparent process. We want an integrated election process. One thing that people seemed a little distressed about were the number of directives that had to be issued this year, but that's because there were so many disjointed laws that didn't work together well. And when you're trying to create a smooth pathway for the voters, the directives acted as mortar to sort of level out those building blocks that hadn't been pieced together too well. And we can do better, and I think working together with Republicans and Democrats in a more deliberative process, I think we can do that, because ultimately this is about the voter.
So your stance is still, your preference is that the lawmakers don't do anything during lame duck session, wait till next year and take it fresh?
That is still the point of view that we take, and we have numerous election officials around the state who feel the same way, who think that this is much too hurried, and that to create sort of a rolling voter registration deadline will cause terrible confusion.
The votes today were cast by paper ballot. I mean, is that an indication? Is that the way Ohio should be voting?
Well, it's traditionally been done by paper ballot, and for 20 votes, it might be a waste of electricity to use an electronic machine.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.